Three Guys, One Bullet, aka 3G1B, is a no-shill, low-frills podcast. Ideas and support come from viewers like you. So please, help us be better by leaving suggestions, subscribing, as well as a few comments your kids will be embarrassed you said to a grown man. Thanks, and enjoy the show. What's up, guys? What are y'all doing today?
As little as possible, man.
Man, it's a Saturday.
This is like the first time we've ever recorded on a Saturday, to be honest. It is beautiful outside today.
And it's also early in the morning, dude. It's almost 11.
This is so totally not the way we normally do
We're all sober.
It's usually late at night.
I've been sober for officially a week now, as of about 1 a.m.
Oh, my God.
Yes. But thank y'all.
I feel like we need to give you a chip or something.
Well, and as I get a text message saying that my alcohol was found in Dallas and being shipped back here, so I'm a little excited about that. There you go.
So you're only sober for a week so that you can get
they stopped production of my alcohol for coronavirus reasons.
So you're into forced alcoholism.
More or less.
Forced sobriety.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. That's right. I'm sorry. I mixed up my sobriety.
And with all this free time, I slept about 13 hours. I laid down at 8:30 last night and didn't get up till like
He doesn't function well without the
So you're a barely...
brown liquor.
We've called him our barely functioning alcoholic.
Highly functioning alcoholic.
Oh, sorry. Highly
very
functioning
much.
Barely
alcoholic.
Yeah, what was that rum made? It's made in Gorma?
Something like that, yeah.
Guyana or some shit.
I'm pretty...
It's like a obscure Caribbean rum.
I just wanted to make sure I got the things out of stock.
Yeah. So we were talking about Sean's rum, and you asked if it was pirate rum.
Yeah, so is it pirate rum?
The brand is called Pirate.
Yes.
Really? That's crazy. I was talking. That's weird. That I've been
It's got
hearing
a little Buddha on it. It's really good.
I've been hearing all freaking listening to a lot about pirates lately. I don't know why. So it's weird that you say that. Count Dankula, he did a special on Blackbeard the Pirate, and then I talked to Taylor about what Libertalia was. And it was like a pirate republic, or a pirate republic that was reportedly either did or did not exist. I don't know. The whole Uncharted 4 game was about finding Libertalia.
Well, then we talked too, and I know like Nassau was like the pirate freaking island colony.
Yes.
Pirates, you take a deep dive into like reading about pirates, history and lore and stuff. It's very interesting. And I told you, Black Sails was a good series.
Yes.
I need to watch that.
It was like an adult Pirates of the Caribbean mixed with a little Treasure Island.
Ooh, my favorite movie.
Nudity.
My favorite Disney movie that I've
Goonies.
ever seen. No, it's actually Treasure Planet.
Okay.
Have y'all ever watched Treasure Planet?
Dude, I was.
It's animated, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
I was a baby.
Ridiculously good. It is so underrated. I mean, it's about pirates, but it's just like space pirates. But it's based off of Treasure Island and all that shit.
I feel like with the beanie and everything that Taylor's got going on, his new
It's a toboggan
style transformation, he could rock a peg leg and maybe a little bird
peg leg with a toboggan
and a parrot on your shoulder.
That would be the ultimate hipster right there.
Yeah.
Hipster pirate.
Yeah.
Like, what if you're an Iraqi
hey,
vet?
Captain Hook!
Wow.
Wow.
You went too far. Like, what if the ultimate hipster pirate, I would be like, you're an Iraq veteran and you got your leg blown off.
88.
Yeah. You got your leg blown off, and instead of getting one of those fancy prosthetics, you just got a peg leg.
I think it'd be cool.
Hey.
And then you get bored and you're like, I don't know, whittle on it. Hey, carve my name. And
There's a guy that's in my town. He has 2 peg legs. Actually, he has 2 stumps.
Okay, so does he walk around like that Family Guy character?
You know who he is.
Oh my God, I do know who he is. He's a volunteer fire department.
He was. They kicked him off because he kept driving.
He didn't have no arms neither.
No.
This is true. If anybody doesn't listen, there was a literally.
He's still alive. He's not
still there.
His name is Tubi.
Nice guy.
He had meningitis as a child and lost his limb.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
I will tell you a fascinating fact about him. I watched him load and shoot a single shot 243 one time.
Yeah, he was very capable. Talk about a capable, a guy that's just Troop Texas for anybody that's listening. Like we had,
we weren't going to name drop.
Well, I did. And,
I don't want to get doxxed.
Well, we're not doxxed. Nobody knows where we live. But I mean,
downhill.
We all grew up in Troop, Texas, so
it is yes.
I'm a transplant. I don't know.
You grew up there though.
Troop America. I didn't really technically grow up there.
Yeah, but you lived a lot of your life there.
Around that area.
Yeah, I mean, technically a lot of people live there. But it's such a strange place to grow up. We had a armless, legless volunteer fire department guy. Do you remember Blackie? Does anybody remember Blackie?
No, that's Johnny Cash with the guitar, drove the freaking lawnmower around.
No, that wasn't him. This was a guy who was really mean. He drove a bicycle everywhere.
No, yeah, he used to drive a lawnmower too.
Well, I never saw him on his lawnmower.
He wore all black.
Yes, and everybody called him Blackie. He was mean.
They called him Johnny Cash. He used to have a guitar on his back.
I never saw him with a guitar.
Oh my God.
This is an enigma of a man, though.
We got the tractor guy now.
Oh, yeah, we got this meth head that drives a tractor around. I'm just saying, we have a meth head that drives a tractor around.
All I said was you have a guy that drives a tractor around.
They even did a news special about the Troop Tractor Man.
They did.
They did.
He drives it to Sonic.
Really?
He drives it everywhere, and he's...
Oh, I've been out of the loop.
Then he does not care if he pulls out in front of you in that thing either. Like, no fucks given.
And he doesn't look like he's bathed.
Well, if he's a meth head, like y'all say.
I don't know if he's a meth. He looks like he's wired up on something.
He said that.
Well, Blackie, I used to work at the Brookshires in town, and if you don't know this little small town, it's the only grocery store in the town. And he was mean to everybody, but then he would be really mean to you, like if you were the cashier or something, and like throw his money at you, and then hand you a card that said "I love you." It was the strangest fucking thing.
You know he was mentally ill, right?
Oh yes, I know.
Yeah, he was an orphan. So there's this whole lore and rumor about him that I got from from the Troop old heads told me.
Yeah,
he was like an orphan at birth because he was like mentally retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Is that MR? Is that a proper today's term?
I don't care. Say what you
intellectually disabled,
right? Mentally challenged.
And I heard he was neutered so he could reproduce.
Oh wow!
And he was raised by an old lady. Yeah, he was just like this transient dude.
You'd see him all the time riding his bicycle up and down the road. Strange, but I mean, he didn't do anything other than be really weirdly mean to people and give them cards that said he loved them. But he would literally throw money at you. Like, I don't know, it was strange. But I mean, I'm assuming he died because I haven't seen him in a long time. And
I noticed, Troop's always had this cast of characters that kind of walked around town and just,
Yes. You had the lady that went around and she'd take pictures of all the ghosts and stuff that she'd see. Like, she ran all over with this camera.
You talking about Amber?
I don't know these people's names. I'm not.
Well, you're not invested in the lore of Troop Texas.
Transplant, not.
And I don't know the name. I lived there my whole life. Don't know who the fucking names are. You don't need to know or what?
Like Troop's always.
I think I do have heard of that lady though. Yeah, but I don't know if it's the same person.
How about the lady that had dead kittens in her purse and walked around with them?
Oh, I didn't hear about that one.
That's for another day. Yeah, Troop's always had his casting.
Let's go back to guns or a different topic.
Okay, getting off of Troop lore.
We're lowering the property taxes as we speak.
The value is going down as we speak.
Hey, now I will say that. So they said due to Corona and everything, they weren't going to increase property taxes. So they didn't. The rate is the same.
The house,
but they increased the home value across the board.
So it's some fuck games. Play fuck games.
So while the the taxes didn't go up, the value went up. Therefore,
your taxes
went up.
We're not going to increase your taxes. We're just going to increase the value of your home, which will increase your taxes.
Exactly.
The two counties, the Smith and Cherokee, they did that. I know we're getting way off topic. Down in Austin, the bigwigs said, "Hey, y'all got land and home values, and these two counties are too low. Y'all need to pump them numbers up."
Oh.
So, I mean, people that I know that have like floodplain land and stuff, they're trying to appraise it at $6,000 an acre.
Shit.
Yeah, well, I'm looking to freaking buy a house or whatever, and things have just shot. It was nothing, And now that I'm trying to find a house, everything's gone up to like $10,000 an acre. It's ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, but
changing the subject. So, guys, what do you think about what Geisley tried to do?
mm-hmm.
Do you know about that, Sean?
I do.
Okay. I want to get your reactions.
I think I was the one that informed everybody about that because I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I had heard about it the day before, or a couple hours before you had told me, or you had said something to me. And, yeah, I was like, I couldn't believe that. But, I mean, I can believe it because capitalism, but, and there's nothing wrong with it. But it's kind of pathetic.
But for anybody that doesn't know who Geisley is, I think maybe you could probably, or Sean could tell them who they are because, I mean, they make high-end triggers.
Yeah, I bought some of their triggers. Yeah.
They're good triggers.
Yeah.
They make a lot of high-end AR products.
That's about the best way to put it. I mean, they're a high-end, like, I guess Daniel Defense sort of tier.
I was going to say, I think their triggers, you can go anywhere from $120 to $200 and something bucks.
As much as you want.
Yeah, I mean, for one of their triggers. So, I mean,
they're a pretty high-end manufacturer.
Yeah.
And so, if anybody wants to take the lead on this story, you can. I will if you don't want to. You want me to take it? So what they tried to do was they put out their own Geisley branded magazine.
They said it was there.
Yeah. They put out I guess that ties in. They put out their own Geisley branded magazine.
Well, they had Black and FDE.
Yes, they had Black and FDE. And that they put them out for what $25 a mag?
I think it was like $22.
Nearly $25.
By the time you ship it and everything.
Yeah, $25 a mag. We'll just say that's a good round
number. They had the name
number
on the floor plate, their logo.
The name on the floor plate, looked slick, but it looked like your basic Stanag metal magazine. Your mil-spec metal mag. But it has Geisley's floor plate on it. Well, people got to looking at this and they seen that the cage code was the same cage code to a cheaper manufacturer used by Palmetto State Armory. What's the name of that guy, the manufacturer?
I think is it C Products?
I can't remember what the name of it is. I thought it started with a D, like Duramag or something.
Straight off
there's Duramag and there's C Products.
Straight off of PSA's website.
I mean, you can get them off PSA's website for literally $8. A cage code for these magazines were the same thing. And they're charging 3 times the price to get it. It was like, so the internet just memed them to death.
Yeah, so C Products makes Duramag.
Okay.
They're the aluminum mags. They're good mags, but everybody noticed on the pictures of the Geisley mags that the cage codes was the same as the ones that PSA sells for like $9. So the internet made fun of them and memed them to death.
Yeah, they put them back down to where they're starting to sell them. They
came out with a statement, and they wanted to appreciate the public for keeping them in check, and they had them priced too high, and that they were going to adjust the prices. I don't know if they ever adjusted the prices or not.
Yeah, they did. They went from like $22, $25 to like $15, $13.
I mean, that's no difference than the lowers. I mean, look at Anderson. Everybody's lower comes out of that same damn shop, with a different logo on the side. So, are you going to pay?
There's only 5 forges, bro.
You heard that meme yet?
No, I've not.
You haven't heard that?
That's what, in air quotes, the poors say.
Oh.
When, cause I am a poor. And, when they say, like, you get like the Daniel Defense versus like an Anderson. Yeah. The lower, I mean, you can slap whatever upper parts you want in it, but that lower is about the same. And they go, this one's like 5 forges, bro. Mm-hmm. So.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I'm looking on Geisley's.
What's the interesting stuff you just heard about Geisley?
I'm just looking on their website while we're talking about it. They lowered the prices on the mags. So the Coyote Tan with the Geisley floor plate is $13, and the black one is $12. And they didn't say they were their brand anymore. They actually put what brand they are, who makes them, the manufacturer brand, instead of saying they made them themselves.
Oh, okay.
So I like how the internet basically shamed them into lowering their prices because they were going to try to beat.
But that still says they're making a profit at that price.
They are, yeah.
So at $25 a mag,
PSA is definitely making a profit.
Yeah.
Well, they can't be selling them for nothing. I mean, they got to be making them things for like $2. Freaking
Yeah, but they're good mags.
They are good mags. I'm not saying they're not.
They're the same people that make the mags that I'm using in my 7.62x39 build.
I think my 6.5 Grendel, I've got the AR Stoner mags. I caught them on sale. They were pretty cheap.
Midway? Brownells.
Might have been Brownells, yeah. But they've been decent.
Brownells is pumping out like their own brand of ARs.
Yeah, I want one of those AR like 180 rebuilds that you can put the pick rail on the back and make them super compact. And
so how about that AR 500?
AR 500.
Either you've seen that yet?
I haven't seen that.
So the Smith & Wesson 500?
Oh yeah,
in an AR-15.
Dude,
really?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Putting the 450 Bushmaster out.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about some.
It's just so weird that we're reverting back to straight wall cartridges in guns. Because you know, straight wall cartridges, you think of like the late 1800s, 45-70, 35 Wheeling and shit like that. Oh, wait, 35 Wheeling straight wall? No. My bad. But, straight wall cartridges in an AR-15.
Well, the 350 was only to get around some random Midwest law. So, because something to do with shotguns, and they have weird laws about tapered cartridges up there.
Okay, yeah. In some states, yes. Like you have some round, like I don't know exactly, but I think straight wall cartridges are considered traditional hunting rounds. Like some states have traditional rifle season, and it's like a straight wall cartridge. And so, like, I know a lot of people use single shot 45-70s and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. The weird thing about some states is that they consider single shots during muzzleloader season. Well, anyway,
I don't know. Is that true about the 350 Legend? I don't know.
That's true. I mean, they're doing it to get around laws. That's the only reason that even exists, is to get around laws.
Right.
But I mean, from what I'm seeing, I mean, the cool thing about that is because it's not a military round, it kind of gets around a lot of the stupid laws.
You can buy it at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true too. It
gets around all those stupid laws that some people arbitrarily put with, like,
because the 350 Legend is just it's so much less destructive than a 300 Blackout round
or 5.56.
Yeah, geez.
Oh yeah,
that little 22 pill coming out of it at 300 versus that big ass 35 grain bullet.
When you have Walmart, we're not going to sell pistol ammunition anymore, so they take out the 300 Blackout and the 223, and they don't sell it anymore. And it's like, okay,
that wasn't really pistol.
Still buy 308, and it goes in the same AR. I mean, they sell 350 Legend.
Yeah,
I know. That's why I know a guy. That's why he has a 350
and
Legend.
450 Bushmaster
and 450 Bushmaster.
Yeah, I've been kind of curious about those, but I just don't want to dive into them.
But they still sell 22 ammo, and there's plenty of 22 pistols out there.
Yeah, but it's the way they do. But okay, so they'll say that, but when I was below the age of 21, they made me take. They wouldn't let me buy the rifle, that 22 ammo, because it could go in a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
So their little policy is like ridiculous.
Well, that's just like
they have people that don't know anything.
They're
the policies.
starving themselves of like 38 and 357.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're not going to carry it again. The purpose, the reason behind it makes absolutely no sense.
Well, there was a shooting in Walmart, and this is like retribution to everybody that didn't go and shoot people in Walmart.
Well, sometimes I've seen people, eating Chick-fil-A inside of Taco Bell. We do stuff.
I mean, it's not. You're punishing people that didn't do. I don't really understand.
That's like blowing up the toilet at Taco Bell, and Taco Bell quit selling them burritos.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Yeah,
much better reference.
Yeah, like
thanks, Taylor. You fix that.
Yeah, you don't go do it at the house. You do it there, and they get mad because you blow the toilet up because their food shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then they never go to Taco Bell again.
Or you're lactose intolerant at Little Caesars.
Yeah,
Taylor.
Yes.
But anyway, so I know that's kind of a rabbit. I have another question. Did y'all see the whole Black Rifle coffee? Do y'all drink Black Rifle coffee or anything like that?
No, because I'm not a bro vet.
Okay, so y'all know about Kenosha Kid and all that other stuff, right? He got released. So, and he was wearing a Black Rifle Coffee T-shirt.
Oh, he's dumb.
Who?
The Kenosha Kid. Why are you wearing stuff like that? Was he wearing it during the time of the crime?
No, he
just wear it out in public.
He just got out of prison and he had their shirt on.
Oh.
But the thing is that one of the marketing reps for Black Rifle Coffee tried to use that as an ad or something.
Oh.
And put it underneath the ad, and then Black Rifle Coffee said we're not affiliated with him, which, you see the storm that's coming up here, because it's going to piss people off that say, what, you don't support him, and things like that, and but then they kind of stepped in the mud a little bit more, saying we don't support legal issues, but then there's things on their website where they're defending a guy that's a veteran, that it's a big mess. Have y'all heard anything about that?
I hadn't seen.
I don't drink coffee.
I've never drank any of their coffee either. I think some of their skits are funny. But, I can kind of see how they would want to avoid stuff. It also came out that they might have been donating to Democratic policies and things like that.
Really?
Yes. Once you do something, the best thing to me would have been to just do nothing. Take away your affiliate code, say nothing, and do nothing. And if the press asks anything about it, and be like, look, he's just wearing our shirt. That's it.
Well, that's just like you have a child molester get out of prison or some reason. He's wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt.
Do you blame Disney for that?
No.
You could. That's the thing they did with YouTube a few years back, where they tried to force whatever creator was making the thing. They the apocalypse, where they said that if a Coke ad appeared on some white supremacist spouting neo-Nazi agendas, that they were trying to say that, Coke supports that. Anybody knows that Coke doesn't support neo-Nazis. They're just...
But why would Coke buy an ad on Stormfront?
What?
Or what's that? Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
I'm afraid to know what that's about.
But why would he wear... I wouldn't even... If I was that kid, I'd be keeping low-key as shit. I wouldn't be wearing...
It was just a... he just got released, and they took a picture hey, I'm released, and that was the shirt he owned because he supported him. But I think that was innocuous on his part. I
don't wear I would have wore what's that? Every town
for America.
Yeah,
that would have been great.
Okay, man.
I think that's what I'd wore.
If somebody could make a meme of him with that shirt on,
I'd have a picture of me meeting with David Hogg.
Yeah, me meeting with David Hogg with your gun. Wow,
we'll cut the barrel off my AR-15 and destroy it.
Yeah, right. So we can go to jail. Stupid bitch. Anyway, I wanted to know if y'all had heard anything about that. If y'all had seen anything about that.
Yeah, that one.
It was kind of a blip more than it was anything.
Clearly, they did kind of keep it somewhat low key then, because nobody's picked up and ran with it.
No, not yet. But that's all the really the controversial things that have come out.
No, what happened? Was it yesterday?
Or what happened yesterday?
The House passed the bill to legalize marijuana.
Okay, so that's legit.
It was called. Was it the Moors?
Yeah, but it's still got to pass the Senate.
Yeah, it's got to pass the Senate,
which we won't really know until Georgia vote.
They might pull votes out.
We'll see what happens.
We'll find votes underneath the table for that one.
I'm not against it either. I don't partake, but I'm not against it. Mm-hmm. What's interesting is that whole bill encompasses they would have to retry everybody that went to prison.
Anybody that's in jail for they'd all have to be released.
Yeah,
essentially.
Exactly.
Well, I hate to be like that, but would that unclog a lot of our prison systems?
Massively.
Yeah. There's a lot of people sitting in prison.
You got to think about the county lockup too.
Yeah,
for that matter.
But they're going to pass it federally, and they said they let the states decide what they're going to do.
So states could still keep it illegal.
So Texas,
it's on the docket to be voted on again, 2021.
I'm interested. Because grown up marijuana empire, but.
I messaged Louis Gohmert saying that I'm for it and blah blah blah, and he basically said to me that I don't understand the dangers, dangers of marijuana.
He referred you to Reefer Madness.
Basically, it was really pathetic what his response was. I've seen him. I've seen him. He's coming to my school. I don't hate the man or nothing. I just disagree with that vehemently. Because I believe in freedom. Not that I partake in any
It's
marijuana.
a plant.
Yeah.
It's a plant that they decided to be a Schedule I drug.
Gateway drug. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, we talked about that before. But
That's stupid. Stupid. And we all think it's dumb. So, but anyway. That's cool. Do you think Texas would ever actually pass that?
I think eventually. I think it's bound to happen.
they
at
did
some
the
point.
hemp stuff,
They've done the hemp stuff.
and they have taxed it, and they have got it. It's very highly,
You've got Oklahoma's medical. I could see it going medical for sure at some point. 5 years down the road after medical, something like that. It's going to be like Colorado, transition over to recreational. But again, that's
So that kind of
expanded timeline pretty much.
I had this thought the other day. I kind of wanted to share it with you guys. What if my arm is hurting really bad and I just can't seem to pick up my AR pistol anymore? Do you think that I could get a prescription for a brace like they do marijuana in some places where like, oh, doc, my glaucoma's acting up. Oh, doc, my shoulder's acting up. Can't lift my gun without a brace, without a pistol brace. Do you think that would fly off with the ATF?
Probably not.
Here's
They
my-
would go, we don't know how we feel about this. Check back in 90 days.
No, well, that's everything.
Here's my question. Would they leave marijuana on the 4473 as a drug?
I don't know.
I would think.
Yeah.
Like, they're not
But
gonna-
that's what they've already done in some places. Like I was saying last time we touched on it. If you go and get the medical card, you go into the database, and then you try to get a gun in the state of California or something, well, it pops up that you've got a medical card or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it'll.
I don't know. That's a lot of dissenting information. But there's a lot of new brace news that's come out, too.
The brace news, yes.
There's
What's the latest on that?
Well, the latest I've seen is they're still playing games. They haven't done anything new, but a group of senators, both Texas senators, Cornyn and Cruz, and a few others have written them a letter saying you must clarify what is okay and what is not okay. And why did you say this is okay this time, this is not okay that time? And, basically putting their feet to the fire a little bit, whether it matters or not, I don't know. But the senators are aware of this issue. I didn't think they'd ever even care.
Right.
But enough people own these things
Mhm.
that I wrote them. So if I wrote them and everybody, and I've been writing them for a long time. And just because they want to play games, they basically called them a rogue agency, or they're acting like a rogue.
That's what they are. They're making laws, their determinations are laws. They can't make laws. They're making laws.
But from what I've seen on their thing, I basically think that what they're going to end up doing is, okay, we're going to set these laws, these rules and regulations for that. It's going to also make people felons, no matter what, because they didn't clarify beforehand. And there's millions of these things on millions of guns. And so the language that it's good that they're aware and that they're actually trying to do something about it, but I still think they're not using language that makes sense. Like, stop. That's what I want them to say. Stop. Stop doing what you already said it was fine. This product does not violate the NFA. It's not designed to be a stock. It's fine. Stay in your lane.
But they don't want to do that because they don't like them. They don't want them. But they don't want to say this, and this, because as soon as they do this, and this, somebody's going to figure out a way to do it just a little different, and it'll work.
Well,
But that's ingenuity. That's creativity. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And we should have the freedom to capitalize on
yeah,
it.
as soon as they say these are the regulations, immediately SB Tactical is going to make a product. Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. It's got nothing to do about safety or anything.
No, because there's millions of them out there
Yeah.
already, and they're not over here committing crimes with pistol braces.
Exactly. And the whole
We just have-
16-inch versus a pistol. I mean, by the time I put the can on it, I'm 18 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? It's there. It's not like everybody's walking around with one underneath their trench coat. It's
Hell,
not.
a 10-inch AR-15. Try to hide that motherfucker.
Exactly. Not everybody's in a trench coat with a Tommy gun underneath it, and we're bootlegging. It's 1930. It's just not like that.
Be cool though. But
It would.
while we're talking about the NFA stuff, I told both of y'all, I think, yesterday, But
Yes.
so I bought another suppressor yesterday. That's a Griffin Armament Paladin. It's 300 Win Mag rated, and it's titanium. Very nice looking suppressor.
He got fed up of waiting for them to get back with us on our trust.
Yeah, so I guess you could kind of explain some of the differences between a trust and...
Well, I found out about the trust. So the trust used to be a good thing back in 2016, and then they changed it. Now what it is like there's two different departments with the ATF that have to go over your trust, and then they shoot it over to the FBI to look at for some reason or another.
Well, what? See, they just tried... And you know what they did with the paperwork here recently? Where they made it harder to do electronic filing of the paperwork because that was just too fast, easy, and convenient.
Well, they were having like not even 30-day turnarounds.
Well, they had some people come in and help them, and they just kind of like took all the ones off the top and said, "Here you go, start on these." And there were some people getting 90-day turnarounds or less.
Well, on Form 1 homemade stuff, they were doing 45 days.
Yeah,
electronic file. So I mean,
I guess somebody up there thought, "Oh man, that's too nice. We can't."
But we don't give them a time frame. See, they don't legally have a time frame. They can take as long as they want.
Yeah, I know.
And that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, because if I owe them taxes, they want them immediately.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't get
to
start researching about what they're going to do with the taxes. They just want me to pay it.
Well, no, you don't get that opportunity.
No.
We're the government. We do what you do what we say, even though it should be the opposite.
And I don't know why. I don't know. I can't understand too. So the two people that are in charge of the ATF are like these hardcore Democrats that don't like guns.
Oh yeah, they're Obama holdovers for sure.
Right. Yeah. I don't know why they're still there. Why they were still there. Why they got there for 4 years undetected.
Because he had old Trump never fucking.
It's part of his 4D chess game he's playing.
Well, I bet. It's up to 5D at this point, coming down to the wire with his 5D.
They're telling us that in January, Senate's going to get the vote for the president. I don't. There's some people. I don't see it.
I can see it happening because of there's been a lot of contentious things coming out, whether, but I don't know if they will
I think it's kind of set in finally that it's just, he's rerunning in 2024, he said.
The deep state doesn't want him in.
No. But, I refuse, I think 2020 will refuse to die. So I don't know what's going to happen. I've just accepted the fact that Joe Biden is going to be
Joe
Biden's going to be the president. But, I hope that things change. But I have no real aspirations for that really happening.
I hope those monoliths are aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the monoliths that are popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know I sent you the link to that because I was intrigued when I read about the one in Utah.
Yeah.
Because, they were flying around sexing goats, so they were flying really low, and then that's when they saw it.
That's a really weird way to find a monolith.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Then there was one in Romania.
Then there was one in Romania, and now there's one in California.
And the guy... No, wait. Did you hear about the guys that knocked it over?
In Utah?
No, California.
Oh, I didn't know that one got knocked over already.
They knocked it over and put a cross up chanting that Christ is king.
Wow. I thought they were cool looking, modern art.
How big? How heavy and big are they?
A little over 200 pounds, from what they were saying.
It looks man-made to me.
It looks pretty man-made, and then of course, when they first found the one in Utah, they were flying around counting sheep, goats, whatever, and they said we have to fly rather low so that we can determine if the sex of the goats, sheep, and that's when they saw it. So they stopped, they landed, they checked it out. They described it as assembled with human-made rivets, which I thought that was a nice little touch. And then it's, I think, 18 or 12 feet above the ground, roughly 200 pounds.
Well, how, was it? It looked like it went in the ground.
It looked like it went in the ground, yeah.
How far into the ground did it go?
Don't know, but it was solid rock in Utah, so they were trying to figure out how anybody would have got the equipment to
in there,
even mount it, even if it was just flush and it was some kind of rebar down into the rock.
That was strange. How did it disappear if it was down into the dirt?
They said 4 guys came in and knocked it down and carried it out because they didn't want people coming in there and it becoming like a touristy type thing.
How about the one in Romania? Did you read much about it?
I don't have a lot of details on the one in Romania.
They all look the same, though.
They're identical. Yeah.
That's weird. It's strange. I don't know, why. I mean, all of a sudden that... Of course, it's 2020 and things like this are commonplace where aliens are just invading our everyday life at this point because why not?
The Anunnaki.
Yeah, it's the Anunnaki. Get ready for your probes, boys.
I have a new theory.
Oh, what's it?
Yeah.
Please share.
Share.
We want to know.
I want to know.
I don't have a new theory. I just said that. I don't really have nothing. It's not done yet. I'm still working on it.
So, yeah.
What's your theory? We want to know.
I want to know your theory.
I'm working on it. It's still not ready yet.
Okay, is it bacon in the oven?
It's still baking in the oven.
Okay.
We'll talk about it after the show. We'll see what we think.
Well, I think we should discuss it now.
No.
And that way, if anybody has any follow-up questions, I think that'd be a good topic.
No one's
they
going
can
to have any
chime
follow-up questions.
in. I don't know. Yeah, I'm intrigued, David.
I'm going to have to edit all this out if you don't tell me.
Okay, I will tell you my theory.
Okay.
I believe at one time human civilization got so advanced that we created AI before. The AI enslaved us. That's why all the pyramids all around the world were built. The AI controlled us. Then one day a solar flare hit and destroyed all the AI. So we were left on our own. And we just kind of had to rebuild civilization again.
They all forgot.
Yes.
So
we're stuck in a loop where we're making the AI and just everything's going to repeat itself again.
So this is a Mass Effect plot.
Yes.
I've seen Terminator.
Like, look at all the pyramids. All these religions are loosely around the same thing, and all these great events happened at the same time in all these cultures.
So we're just in a constant loop of building machines taking us over, the machines dying, and then we
turn back to Stone Age.
Yeah, and it's over and over and over again.
Yes.
How many? What are we in? Like, which cycle are we in at this point?
How many times has it happened?
I don't know how many times it's happened, but we're building AI again.
Is this your own personal theory, or has somebody come up with this theory?
I was thinking about it the other day.
No, that's a pretty good one. I haven't heard of that one.
No,
yet. That's
tailor made.
Tailor made.
This theory might be out there somewhere, but this is something I was thinking about. Deep thought.
I like that. I really like that. See, that was cool. Why were you pitter-pattering around with that idea? It came out like a flow, like a river, bro. Like a downstream of a river, like salmon.
You had an organized thought process.
Bears catching the salmon. That was perfect.
There's no holes.
No, that was good.
Formed. Yeah.
Yeah, feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Even if it's not your own personal thing that you made up all wholeheartedly, you portrayed that so well.
But you can take that theory and go to all these ancient cultures and civilization and plug that in.
Is this why you don't like technology?
If I don't like what?
Is this why you don't like technology?
Yeah, I'm like the Sarah Connor. Yeah.
Go Beckley Tepe.
Go Beckley Tepe. You got this advanced area where all these people were supposed to be hunter-gatherers and shit. Can't explain it.
Right. How did they build a perfectly level, monolithic structure?
In the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere.
It's for the AI overlords.
Yeah, they had their AI lasers just like...
Who has time for that? That's fine.
Why did they do it? But we can't really understand what AI is.
Maybe they just sat around and said, hey, y'all know what? We'll go do this. And then there's going to be millions of people going, why did we do this? Why would anyone do that?
Yeah, maybe that's why they did it.
That's what's going to happen now. All these kids are out of school, doing online learning, not paying attention in their Zoom classes. They're going to get dumb. We're going to have a generation of dumb people.
I feel like flat earthers are going to
Maybe that'll slow down the spread of the AI.
It could.
Then it could make it worse.
No.
Unless the AI is part of the whole online learning and it's learning the weaknesses.
And the lizard people are going to take over.
They've already taken over.
There's no lizard people. I'm not getting Alex Jones.
Haven't you seen Hillary Clinton, George W. Bush? The lizard people.
You know when that fly landed on Pence? So if y'all don't remember, a fly landed on Hillary, and Alex Jones was like, "It's because she's a devil. It's because she's a demon. She smells like sulfur." Well, what's that say about Pence?
I don't know.
Maybe
it's just because flies land on things. Yeah. But hey, who knows?
Yeah,
that's crazy. I didn't know he did that. He was proven right about the frogs being gay. Mm-hmm. So, in a roundabout way.
He's going to save the last pair of mating frogs.
He's going to be there. God damn it!
Consummation.
Just screaming at him. Yeah. Mike Tadpole.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I haven't heard a whole lot about him. Since they shut him down.
Yeah.
That's going to be our new future, where they can just control who gets to
Well, you have this social media platforms that have become these public speaking platforms, and now the people that own them want to suppress people's thoughts and feelings that don't align with theirs.
Well, how do y'all feel about that?
And the algorithms are getting us.
Some people say that, just build a new company. But some people on the other side say, well, that company is so ubiquitously used that it's basically public. So which side of that do y'all fall on?
I would say just make another platform.
Well, they've done that, and they don't get the attention.
The attention, the draw to it. But that's the whole thing. If there was enough people that felt the way you felt, it wouldn't be an issue. What's that Parlor thing?
I've gotten on it. There's not a whole lot. I mean, I've only seen, I followed a few. We made one. We made a 3G1B Parlor. But
really?
Yeah, I did. But I mean, I basically just followed like a bunch of creators and representatives and stuff, and they just tweet about Trump and stuff. It's not really like, to me right now, the best thing you could do is make dank memes and have a platform that shares them, like Facebook or like Twitter or an Instagram or something. You got to have the humor. Humor's got to go along with it, and it's kind of humorless.
Yeah.
But I'm not really into Twitter. I've never had one or anything like that, and I imagine it's just Twitter.
Twitter's disgusting.
Red slanted. We have a Twitter.
Yeah.
But it just posts whatever we record. It's all.
Parler's more like or less the conservative corner is what it should be called, because that's what it's turned into.
Yeah, I mean, and they're not. From what I hear, they're not super. They're more free speech than let's say Twitter, where you can talk about whatever you want as far as that side. But if you go, like if you wanted to post bikini pictures or something, they might stop that because they're not like in favor of like sexual stuff or anything like that. So it's like two sides of the coin. There needs to be a ultra.
It needs to just be an open platform.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Don't get your 50 or
Reddit.
You don't, if there's
Reddit's
something on there you don't like, block it yourself.
Very.
You know,
very.
And don't block it for everybody. I mean, if you see something on there you don't like, hey, unfollow that. Whatever you feel like you need to do, but just having an open platform for anything you want.
Well, don't try to restrict the narrative. If news is going to come out like they hid the Hunter Biden thing, they are hiding the stuff that's going on in Georgia and Michigan right now. They're hiding the stuff that's coming out of Pennsylvania. They're discounting everything that comes out because they're trying to desperately control the narrative for people that want to say, and they'll slap
I'm not even
face
talking about for a political platform. Just in general, selling guns or bows or ammunition or whatever.
You can't even put a scope on Facebook
on
without
Marketplace. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just open it up and let people do what they want to do. You're not.
The Silk Road.
They're trying to influence so much, and it's not their place to. It's not Facebook's place to go, you can't sell that scope on here.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's not illegal.
Right. Well, it's not illegal to sell a gun in Texas.
Exactly. You know, somebody's over there trying to sell, a kilo of Coke. Okay, yeah, sure, flag that. But
yeah, it's when in the confines of the law we have, then why are you trying to dictate what we can and can't do? Like, I feel like if you wanted to do something like that, you need like the lawyers to say like, look, we are not liable for what people do.
Which is fine. As many terms and services that you have to agree to for them to begin with, why not add that? Yeah, we are not liable. But
I'm sure it's in there, but
you have all the gun laws too. Same thing with Bushmaster getting sued and everything. That if they're going to open it up for them to be liable for it, they have to protect themselves.
Or Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
How? I mean, why are they making the gun manufacturer liable because a woman bought her... Was he autistic?
Yes.
She bought her autistic son an AR-15.
Because of their commercial, the way they advertised it.
No.
They don't have it.
It wasn't that.
They don't think they don't... She actually broke the law, more or less.
She didn't buy it for him. She stole that gun and then used it to kill all those people, technically.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't for him. It was their gun. And the reason they are using that to go is they used some legalese to get them into court because you can't sue them directly, but they sued the manufacturing because it was too macho. And they've said that it was promoting it in a violent way. So that was the reason that they used to, like, go in on them and stuff. And eventually, I mean, that led to the downfall of Remington as a whole company, exactly. I think. That's why they split up. I mean,
they filed for their bankruptcy. But at the same time, then, they say you don't turn around and the dude that got drunk and drove his Chevy up the side of the mountain and rolled down the side of the cliff, he saw like a rock commercial.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in a world full of lawyers, anything is possible.
If you can argue well enough, you can probably win a court case.
Yes.
You don't even have to argue well. If you can just string it together and make it sound good.
Yeah, I mean,
people press conferences.
They'll buy it.
People are stupid. At the end of the day, people are really stupid. I watched this one court case one time, and it said about this one lady who, anyway, she ended up being convicted, and they were interviewing the jury afterwards, and were like, well, we didn't know what else to do because we couldn't really figure out if she was. We had a little bit of doubt, but we didn't know that we couldn't not convict her. And the law goes, if there's even a shred of doubt, you're not supposed to put them guilty. And y'all saying that you had doubt that this court case, but we convicted her anyway. People are stupid. I mean, at the end of the day. So anyway, barring all of that, what do y'all think about that breakup? Like, Marlin went to Ruger. There are several gun companies.
Ruger got Marlin?
Yes, they're going to start making Marlin products now.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm excited about that or scared.
Ruger makes good stuff.
Are they going to quit making the Marlin Model 60?
No, they're not going to. They haven't said that they're going to stop making products. They're just going to be made under Ruger. So I'm betting the quality will
everything
go up.
Stays the same building, the same manufacturers, same employees.
How about a Marlin Model 60 that takes Ruger mags?
That'd be cool. I mean,
a crossover.
How about a Ruger 1022 that's tube fed?
I would like that. They make a 44 mag version of that.
Oh yeah, the Deer Slayer. What's that called? What was that called? The 44. Then they need to bring that back.
That would be a cool gun to have.
Yeah.
I've held one before. It's nice.
I shot one. They're pretty nice.
I'll tell you what would be cool if Academy and other places could, carry ammo again.
That'd
be awesome.
Academy had a sale yesterday. They were selling used guns.
Did you go?
Yes.
Did you find anything?
Okay, so it's not like used guns you would think. It's like guns that they sell, but they considered them pre-owned. I don't know if
they got returns.
I don't know if they're returns or like. So I noticed there were some Mossbergs. There was a bunch of Taurus.
Almost like somebody purchased the gun from Academy, sent it back to the manufacturer for some kind of warranty work, got a whole new gun, and then that gun went back to Academy.
That's almost like it was because there was literally a metric shit ton of Taurus 709 Slims. Mm-hmm. And when I worked at Academy in 13? We got a bunch of 709s that people would come back and the little back plate on the slide would blow out and all your firing pin and springs would be hanging out the back and they're like, oh, my Taurus broke. And yeah.
The way you said that was funny.
Yeah.
So, my Taurus broke.
That's why we need the video.
Yeah. So they all look like they were returned. Like they had some brand new, they had Maverick 88s for like $120.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
Not about that.
And they were like, they looked, everything looked brand new. And they also, too, they had a bunch of Ruger Precisions. And they had one 6.5. They had mistagged it and put a $360 price tag on it.
Did you buy it?
As soon as I said, hey, I want to look at that gun, he said, oh my God, that price tag's wrong. I said, no. And he went, yeah. And he wouldn't let me look at it.
That's bullshit.
So
I'd have called the manager over.
Oh, the store director was there.
I would have called the store director there.
We did.
But we would have had an issue. I would have left with that gun.
No, they said nope. And I said, oh, y'all are, we had some words exchanged that I can't share on the podcast. But yeah, you usually do that.
Maybe he thought it was the 22 version of that and mismarked it. I don't know.
That would have been, if you could have snagged that for that because they mislabeled it.
We'll see. I
don't like 6.5 Creedmoor, but
I was there with a buddy of mine and they had a AK style 12 gauge up there.
Sega?
It was similar to a Sega.
It's probably the Chinese one.
It was a knockoff.
The Katamont Fury.
But they're still $600 and something bucks, I think. And they had it mismarked for $299.
Oh my!
And they sold him that one at $299. And I said, "Well, you got another one up there? I'll take that one." He's like, "No, only the one that had the tag on it." So, I mean, we still got out of there with one at half price.
I've never been that lucky. Never.
You'll get lucky one day.
Hopefully. But yeah, I heard they had some 7.6 by 39 for sale the other day.
Yeah,
they had a big run on it.
So it's really, I don't know if it's sad, but there are actually people, because Academy opens at 9, they get in line at 4:30.
I'm not doing it.
6 or 7, 8 of them at a time. Everybody grabs the case.
There's one gentleman that I know in particular. He has his whole family come, and they all buy their limited ammo. They give it to him, and he sells it at gun shows, online, and there's some people, they're getting $1 around for 9mm.
The scalping market in 2020 is insane. I want to take a minute.
It's not scalping, it's capitalism.
Okay, but
if you were willing to get out there at 4 o'clock in the morning, you too could get a case.
Okay, that's true. But along with ammo, we're seeing graphics cards do this, where people are buying them at like normal prices and then scalping them for 3 or 4 times the new gaming consoles.
You could say the same thing about toilet paper 6 months ago.
I mean, I'm just saying this is like the year of this kind of thing where people go and buy it in the store, whatever it is, and then sell it. And the resale, you don't want to call it scalping, resale, it's just been insane this year. Like, 2020 won't stop, man.
You know, that makes such a big deal about it, but you look at, Carnegie Steel, buy up all the steel market in the North America. Sell the steel to the railroads. You're the only one they can buy the steel from.
I mean, I'm not in favor of capitalism.
It's the same thing. He makes it off of steel 100 years ago, and you make it off of toilet paper in 2020.
Well, I was in Academy one time buying 7.62 by 39 because they didn't have a limit on it yet, and I think I bought 3 of the big tins of it, and a gentleman literally walks up to me and says, "Are you seriously going to buy all that, bro?" And I said, "Yes, I am."
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at me like I'm doing something wrong. I mean,
were you wearing your douchey hipster outfit?
No.
Okay.
No, that was pre-douche Taylor.
Yeah, I'm not a douche. No, I'm wearing winter clothing, apparently flannel, and a toboggan douchey.
No, I don't. It's pre-lumberjack Taylor.
Yeah,
Urban lumberjack.
I know.
Urban lumberjack.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I rarely do cut trees, so I'm a fucking lumberjack. So it's not urban.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just think people get a little over butthurt. I mean, I just think there's no supply left now.
We're talking about bullets. We're not talking about me getting butthurt about being an urban lumberjack.
It can be whatever you want it to be, bro.
If the crock fits.
It might be even both at the same time.
Yeah. But yeah, I've told people before this always happened. Stock up.
Yeah, I mean,
buy cheap, stack deep. I mean, I was buying M855 for 1,000 rounds for $300, and now,
now you can get $2,000 for it.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically,
yeah.
And this is only temporary too. Like,
just think if you had a
55. Is it?
Just think if you had a drone.
I think the supply eventually will catch up.
Joe Biden said we're going to tax all your guns, all your magazines.
We're going to limit your ammo purchasing.
Yeah. That's a whole lot of what if.
I don't think it's a what if. I think you got a higher than 50% probability of that happening. That's my thought.
But if people, it'll make so many people mad. I think the protesting and stuff.
No,
I don't think.
No, because the people that are going to be upset aren't the type to go protest.
I'm upset.
Do you see any riots or anything? With this election. I guarantee you, if Trump had won, there'd have been riots.
Do you remember when Hostess filed bankruptcy and people
over Twinkies?
Everybody bought all the fucking Twinkies and put them in their freezer and was selling them on eBay and shit.
You couldn't touch a Twinkie for under like $40.
Yeah,
a Twinkie. I'm just saying, people. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe I have more faith that people.
Oh yeah, don't have faith in humanity.
People are hoarding shit and reselling it.
I'm talking about I'm not talking about the hoarding part. I'm talking about the law.
The people that are buying all the ammo are the same people that don't take the grocery cart back to the fucking return thing.
Thank you. They leave it in the parking spot next. Yes.
That is the ultimate litmus test for...
Are you a dick?
Yeah, or are you a good person?
I do. I'll even take 90% of the time. I'll even take if I don't want a piece of thing that I don't want to buy anymore. I will go put it back where I found it because I was that grocery boy that had to find all that shit and put it back.
That's job security, though.
Yeah, sometimes I leave it on the wrong aisle just because I'm like, that person might have needed something to do today. That's my version of stuff.
I hated you. I'm going to tell you right now, fuck you. As that guy that did that, it sucked because you would rather be doing anything else but hunting for some motherfucker's shit. Especially if it was a cold, like, piece of cheese and you left it
I wouldn't leave anything cold on it at all. But, like, I might put a bag of chips over on the cereal aisle.
That's less bad. Or at least if you're going to take cold stuff and just leave it places, leave it in a cold area.
Yeah.
Like, put it in the freezer section. Put your meat in the
Put
frozen
your meat in the freezer.
Oh, yeah. Your frozen meat can be rethawed. You know, if you leave it out there for 30 minutes or whatever, nobody's going to want to buy that.
I saw a little meme. It was a picture at Walmart on the beer aisle. Somebody had put a roll of toilet paper next to the beer, and it says, clearly a decision was made today.
It's a shitter.
Do I want my beer or toilet paper?
I think you made the right decision.
Well, maybe.
You can make toilet paper out of anything.
Taylor, we did some camping the other day. Did you make toilet paper out of anything?
No, I brought toilet paper.
Oh, that's good.
Because you used it.
That's true.
Several times.
That's true, too.
What? I sense.
Did it work better than Swiffer wet jet pads?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't get to use it, though. I was stopped up the whole time.
Did you use Swiffer wet jet pads to wipe your ass? Why are we talking about this again?
We've already talked about this.
Not this, but a different version of this. Why we keep coming back to ass wiping.
Toilet paper's a big deal this year.
Yeah.
Toilet paper, ammo, and video games.
And that was during the Great Shortage.
You should watch the Internet Historian to figure out like how that happened. It actually started in Australia, if you can believe it.
The toilet paper shortage.
Yes. The toilet paper shortage is a direct thing that came out of Australia.
Do they have toilet paper manufacturing capabilities in Australia?
Yes. Okay. I actually learned this through that video. Most toilet paper is manufactured locally because the supply can't meet the demand from like overseas and stuff. It takes too long for you to get here. There's some semantical, logistical problem with getting toilet paper.
You know, I've never really considered buying into toilet paper manufacturing, but it's really something that hasn't evolved a lot over the past.
No. And you'll always need it unless we start using bidets.
I mean, it's kind of like being an undertaker. People are always dying, and people are always wiping their ass.
Yeah. There's money in shit.
There is. It's the stuff nobody else wants to do. There's money in.
Right, that's true. Garbage, shit.
That's true, John. Porta John.
Septic tank people,
Oh, yes. They have shitty jobs.
But I bet they get paid well.
They get paid very well.
Not a whole lot of feminists fighting for that job, though.
No.
That's true equality.
Stunning and brave.
We could buy a vacuum truck and start a shit sucking business.
Nope.
I'm good.
Have y'all ever seen me? Y'all seen me get khaki?
I've seen you gag yourself.
So anyway, you should. Anybody that's interested should watch the Internet History. It's a hilarious video. Hilarious about
how did it get over here then?
Well, see, English. The way the internet works is if you speak English, you're more likely to have other English speakers be in your sphere of internet reference. So, like, English people from, like, England, Scotland, Australians, New Zealanders, Canadians, Americans kind of live in the same sort of bubble on the internet because they all speak the same language. So, like, YouTube
the search words are the same.
Search words are the same. YouTube videos will be onto the same. So, some of the sources in English that were saying, okay, toilet paper is a perishable resource now over here, is people get to talking, they're talking about it, the word spread. It's like a butterfly flaps its wings and then nobody can shit anymore. I don't really know. Mm-hmm. But that's what happened is that Australians started to panic and then the creep spread over here. So, we're at an hour. Do y'all want to talk about anything else or do you have anything to say?
No.
We don't have to go to an hour and 20 minutes every time.
That's good. I think by the time we clean that
Are
up,
we going to
we'll be
make?
done.
Are we going to have our Christmas episode?
Okay, I really like that idea. Like a little Christmas party episode.
Christmas party episode?
Yes.
Okay, sure. But it'd have to come out before Christmas, and we'd have to do it pretty soon.
Okay.
And I've got to edit it and everything like that.
Okay. Taylor,
Yeah.
Christmas party episode.
Do it.
Who's all coming to this Christmas party?
I think
episode?
everybody needs to be in on this.
Surprise! Everybody gets to come and talk with the Christmas party episode.
Yes.
Girlfriends, wives,
Yes.
everybody's just coming around drinking,
Yeah.
How about just
So-
girlfriends?
huh?
You say
Uh,
girlfriend's wife, like we're all married.
Well, I didn't know if anybody else would be coming.
Like that you gonna bring the side
I
dishes?
didn't
Hey,
get that.
Look, she doesn't know about you, okay?
But you know about her. That's all that matters.
So anyway, guys, I think we're good for today. Stay tuned to our Christmas-themed episode if we have it.
I think we should. And we could do like what's the gift? The white reindeer? What is
White elephant.
White elephant, thank you.
Okay, well, you're going to have to explain the white elephant to me.
We'd like draw a name and like give each other a gift.
Okay.
Is that not what it is?
No, it's a gift exchange for somebody steals a
That's
gift or
Secret
whatnot.
Santa.
Oh, okay.
White elephant is like where you can pick a gift off the table.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, either one of those. It'll be a good time. Food, alcohol, friends, and a microphone.
I think that's a good plan. So anyways, that's going to be 3G1B. I'm Zach.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Sean.
That's 3 Guys, 1 Bullet. Y'all have a good day. 3G1B Podcast is edited, written, and hosted by myself, Zach Moody. It was grounded and maintained on the intriguing conversational talents found in my 2 co-hosts, Sean LaPaglia and Taylor Pond. Please leave your comments, hate mail, and questions at 3g1b.pc@gmail.com or on our social media, Facebook, YouTube, Podbean, Twitter, and with luck, Apple Podcasts. Thanks, guys, and have a great day. Stay strapped.